and Gemini. So Venus is the planet of love and relationships. The sign that Venus is in describes the types of partners and relationships that we're attracted to. With Venus and Gemini, you can be charming, you can flirt with almost anyone, but just because you're flirting with someone doesn't mean you necessarily want to date them. Your attitude towards relationships tend to be non-committal because you need a lot of personal space. Your butterfly wings won't be clipped too short because you're not the type to be put on a leash. Venus in Gemini needs constant change. It likes variety. So in relationships, you like going places, doing things, exploring, being busy. If your partner isn't wired like this, it's super easy for you to get bored real quick. Especially if your partner has a Venus or Mars in a water sign and they'd much rather stay home than go out, which totally doesn't work for you. And neither does the relationship drama that comes along with Venus and Mars in water. Because Gemini isn't an emotional sign, when Venus is in Gemini, you tend to feel closer to your partner through conversation and common interests and tend to express the way that you feel about them verbally versus physically. Venus in Gemini needs a partner that's laid back, that's mentally stimulating. Because for you, mental connection is key to being happy in a relationship. It's not uncommon for Venus and Gemini to bail out of a relationship if it becomes heavy or makes them feel tied down or sucks the fun out of their life. You like relationships on the lighter side that involve a lot of socializing, entertaining, but on the flip side, relationships also tend to lack depth and emotional attachment, which is why you go from one partner to the next effortlessly and likely stay friends or evolve into the friends with benefits category long after the relationship is over. It's important to remember the aspects that Venus makes to the other planets in the natal chart can totally affect the way that Venus in Gemini expresses itself. For example, if Venus is aspecting Uranus in the natal chart, then this Venus in Gemini is going to have more difficulty committing in relationships than other Venus in Geminis that don't have a Venus-Uranus aspect in their chart. Another example, if this Venus in Gemini is in the 8th house, which is a water house and naturally ruled by Scorpio, then this Venus in Gemini is more likely to get involved in relationships that are intimate and emotionally transforming. It might be okay if their partner has a Venus or Mars in a water sign, which the typical Venus in Gemini wouldn't be a fan of. If you have a Venus in Gemini, tell me your story. I want to know it.